Hello and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. It is currently Monday, it is the 27th of December and we are in that in-between period between Christmas and New Year's and I'm going to spend all my time reading. So this week I'm going to be trying to read as many books as I can off of the TBR that I have remaining for December, which consists of me basically just reading The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley and also hopefully reading some of the books I've received for Christmas, which is exciting. So far I have got 13 books in a stack over there that I've received for Christmas. I'm going to do a Christmas haul video, so that will be coming soon if it's not already live. So I have got quite a lot of books to pick from, which is exciting. But let me grab my current read. So I'm currently reading A Snowfall of Silver by Laura Wood. I'm about halfway through at the moment. I read loads of this last night and it's so brilliant. This follows one of the characters from A Sky Painted Gold. I keep forgetting which one it crosses over from, but it follows one of the sisters from that book as she goes to London to try and become an actress. And it's just so lovely. What I love about Laura Wood's books is not only is her writing so atmospheric and beautiful, but also she just takes you on a story that just feels very fresh, very wholesome, very pure. There isn't like massive drama points throughout the way, but there are like hooks and things to keep you going. But it's very much about the characters' personal achievements and their goals and everything they do, which just feels like so uplifting. So this one is no different and I'm absolutely loving it. So I'm going to try and finish this later today because it's just such an easy, fast read and it's just so magically brilliant. They're all set, well, at the moment all of her books are historical fiction at the time of filming this. So this one is set in the 30s, some of them are set in the 20s, and I just love them so much. So this is what I'm currently reading into this week. But I actually have some book mail to unbox for you. I've been waiting to open this. I wasn't going to necessarily bring this with me here, but I decided to in the end. So I have 4 boxes. One of them is massive. These have all arrived for me over the last few weeks from friends for Christmas. So I thought I would unbox them on camera because that sounds fun. So let's do a little unboxing. So I know who has sent me gifts and I just don't know which of these is each person. Okay, first up I have got Black Chalk, 1 Game, 6 Students, 5 Survivors by Christopher J. Yates. And this was sent through to me by Ashley from Frolic Through Fiction. Thank you so much, Ashley. It says, Merry Christmas, couldn't resist getting you a Dark Academia after our chats about it. Thank you so much, Ashley. This looks so good. We were having a big chat about Dark Academia books and just what kind of books there were out there that not many people were talking about, and this is one that looks really cool. The first paragraph just gets me. It was only ever meant to be a game of consequence and a game of forfeits to be played by 6 best friends in their first year of Oxford University, but then the game changed, the stakes grew higher and the dares more humiliating and the results tragic. And it's set 14 years after this game. The remaining players must meet again for one final round. Kind of gives me the God Game vibes by Danny Toby, I think that's by. That was kind of the element of the game became very real and very serious within that book. This looks really cool, so thank you so much, Ashley. Okay, next up, ooh, there's sweets in this one. Candy kittens. Yes, with the candy kitten sweets. I love candy kitten sweets, they are so yummy. Oh, this one's from Spoops. I hope you have a fabulous Christmas. Thank you for your friendship this year. And hopefully we can make up in 2022, yay! Oh, Dark and Shallow Lies by Ginny Myers Sane. I have had this one on my wish list for a while now and I really wanted to get to it. Thank you so much, Spoops. This is kind of murder mystery-esque. It's a girl from a small town going back after her friend has been missing, I think. 17-year-old Gray returns to Lachette, Louisiana, where she grew up every summer, but this time is different. Gray's best friend, Elora, has been missing for months. So there's a connection between her best friend's disappearance and someone that was murdered 13 years ago. So she's trying to tie things together and work out what's happened. I love a good murder mystery. I love a good like kind of thrillery mystery. So this sounds right up my street. Thank you so much, Spoops. Also, thank you, Spoops, for the candy kittens. These will go down a treat. Okay, next one. Okay, we have Fence Volume 4. This is where I'm up to with the Fence series, so I'm really excited I get to continue. I think this one's come from my friend Holly. There is no note. I think Amazon just sometimes forget to include a note, but I will check with her because she did say to expect something, so that's Holly from Holly Blog. But yay, I can continue with this series. This is such a cool series about people taking part in this fencing competition in their school, but it's told like very much real time, so each graphic novel volume is literally taking over from where the last one left off, and it's over the course of like a day or 2 that they're set, so you do feel like you're really going on that journey with them, and it's great. Okay, I've left this gigantic box until last because this is large, so let's get into it. Okay, right, there are 2 things here. One of them is book shaped, one of them is significantly larger, which makes me think this could be a vinyl, which is very exciting. So let's open the book. Oh, these are from Ian, who is one of my patrons. Thank you so much, Ian. Merry Christmas, Beth. I hope you have a wonderful festive season. I remember you enjoying the first one in the series. I hope book 2 is the same. Thanks for all your uplifting content, for always making me smile. From Ian. Oh, Ian, thank you so much. Okay, I'm excited. Yay! It is Two for Joy by Zoe Sugg and Amy McCulloch. This is the second book in the Magpie Society, which the Magpie Society is not like an amazingly written book or anything, but the mystery fell over into book 2 and I just had to read book 2. It's just fun, you know, sometimes you just read those books that you just accept. They're just for fun. This is what this is. I mean, all books are just for fun, but sometimes we get other things from them too. These ones are just great fun, so I'm really looking forward to finding out what happens because I can actually remember how the first one ended. So thank you so much, Ian. If anyone's wondering what these are about, they are mysteries set within a school in a kind of dark, not quite dark academia, but dark environment, and there's some weird things happening behind the scenes, and our main character has, I think she's come over from America, I think I might be right saying that, and is kind of swept up in what's happening, so she wants to find out more. So thank you so much, Ian. Okay, I'm excited. I am so excited. Merry Christmas, Beth. I hope you have a wonderful festive season with family and friends. Thanks for the endless love and support. This sounds like an amazing soundtrack and I'm sure it will sound epic. I hope you enjoy. That's my dog barking. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay. Oh! It's the Game of Thrones soundtrack performed by the City of Prague Philharmonic Orchestra. Oh my gosh, this has all the best bits from Game of Thrones on it. It's got the main title scene, Winterfell, Warrior of Light, Light of the Seven, Winter Has Come. Oh my gosh, there are 4 vinyls in this. Ian, thank you so much. Oh, that was exciting. I've made a mess. But that is my little unboxing to start off this vlog. I'm so happy. I'm so, like, no one ever needs to buy me books, but it's just lovely to open some books. So thank you so much to all my friends who have bought me some books. I hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas as well. I haven't really spoken about that, but I had a really lovely day. We actually went to my grandparents for food on Christmas Day, which we haven't done for many years. They've always come to us, obviously not last year because COVID, but yeah, we went to them and it was so nice. We went in the evening, we just played some silly games. We played Pig. Has anyone ever played Pig? It's a card game where you have to get other people out by putting your finger on your nose. It is very funny. I also bought my family Cards Against Humanity, the family version, and oh my god, that was so funny too. So we just had such a good time and just felt like such a lovely day. And then yesterday, Boxing Day, I was actually meant to go see my dad and all of that side of the family yesterday. We were going to go for a walk around this really lovely area near my dad, but unfortunately my dad had been in close contact with someone that had tested positive for COVID and we decided it was safer not to go, so we've had to rearrange that. So I ended up going with my mum and my stepdad to my stepdad's family yesterday instead. So yeah, I feel very much full of seeing lots of different people, and I'm just going to sit and chill and read today. I need to finish editing the rest of my vlog that's going to go live today, like as in right now, not the day you're watching this obviously, because that'll be when this went live. Basically I need to do some editing and I wanted to do a little Christmassy book haul, but I don't know if I'm going to do that here or when I go back home, but that will definitely be coming. So yeah, exciting. But you got a little preview to the book haul there with the unboxing, so I hope you guys enjoy this vlog. I don't really know what it's going to consist of. I want a more chilled week, so I'm probably not going to update as much as I normally would, but yeah, hopefully you get some good reading recommendations from these books, and hopefully you're going to enjoy hearing me talk about the books that I'm reading this week, because I am really excited. Hello, it is Tuesday, I think. Who knows? But I have reading updates. So I finished A Snowfall of Silver last night by Laura Wood, and I absolutely loved this. It was just so beautifully written. The atmosphere was brilliant. I love the fact that it wasn't really primarily a romance. It was primarily a story about our main character finding her dreams and kind of discovering what that looked like for her and going on the journey of achieving those dreams and just having adventures and stepping into these wild opportunities that she's been offered and just running with it, which I absolutely loved because it made me feel like I could do the same thing, and it just felt brilliant. It was a book of ambition, and then the romance came secondary, which I much preferred because I am not big necessarily on romance. I don't mind romance in books, and it's not that I always dislike it. That's certainly not the case. When it's done well, I like it. I cannot stand arrogant characters as part of a romance, which often puts me off romance and is the reason I haven't enjoyed the last few romances I have read, or like the romance elements of the stories. So this one did it really well, and the romance was very much secondary to the main character's achievements, which made it feel like a real strong feminist novel as well. So I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It was fantastic. I am going to move on to The Hunting Party now by Lucy Foley. I have started this a little bit this morning, not really read too much. This follows a group of people in an isolated setting. It is set between winter and New Year's, so I thought it'd be perfect for this time of year. It's a thriller, somebody is dead, and I guess we're going to work out who. It looks like it's a very similar premise to The Guest List, also by Lucy Foley. I think this one was written first, so obviously The Guest List is probably the one that's got the similar premise, but so far, it's okay. It's a group of friends from university and they've all got their kind of clique about them. There is a very arrogant man in this, which I just hate to read about, and obviously we're meant to hate him. Or we're not meant to hate him, I think we're meant to kind of not really like him all that much, but I just cannot bear arrogance in characters. I don't know why, just more and more I read it, the more and more I'm like, no thank you. So yes, gonna read a little bit more of this later because I am hopping in the car later as a passenger so I can read to go to a big shopping centre near us. I say near us, it's actually in Bristol, but we're going to be driving there because my mum and stepdad want to get some new sofas in the sales, or at least attempt to get new sofas in the sales. So they said, did I want to come along? And I thought, well, Waterstones have currently got 50% off all their hardbacks, and there's one thing I need more of course it's books. I'm joking, I have enough books, I really do, but yet I'm still gonna go and look in the 50% off hardbacks sale. I also want to go to Lush and get a couple of bits there, just have a general mooch because I have not been to this specific shopping centre for quite a while, so hopefully that should be good. I will be, of course, wearing my mask, washing my hands as often as I can, distancing myself from people, and I am double vaxxed and boosted, so hopefully it should be all fine. Yeah, that's the plan. Will I buy some books? Yeah, probably. I'm going to show you what they are later, if I buy any. I'm saying if, you know, when is the reality, isn't it? This lighting is so bad. All the light bulbs in this room are like yellowy tinged, so we'll deal with the warm hue that we have going on. Hopefully it's cozy and not startling. Anyway, hello. I am back 4 books later from Waterstones' 50% off hardback sale. I also went to Lush and picked up some things there, so I just thought I'd do a quick haul for you. I will show you the books first and then I'll show you what I got from Lush. So first up, I got A Bookshop in Algiers by Kawthar Adimi. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. This is a pretty short fiction, and honestly the back sold it to me. If you're in a bookshop browsing, then A Bookshop in Algiers is for you. By definition, a beautiful little novel about books, history, ambition, and the importance of literature to everyone, especially people who are trying to find a voice. So honestly, this sounds right up my street. It's set in the 30s, I think? Yeah, 1930s. And it follows our main character who runs a bookshop but understands, or begins to understand, that this bookshop does more than just sell books. And it just sounds like a really lovely story, so I had to pick this one up. Next up, I have a super small one again. I promise I didn't deliberately buy 2 small books, but this one is under 100 pages, I think. This is Assembly by Natasha Brown. I've seen this one a couple of different places online, but not too much. So when I saw a copy of it, I was quite interested to have a look at it. Also, the cover intrigues me quite a lot. It's like a negative of a photo, but it's quite minimalist, yet there's a lot going on there, I would say. But the final line of the blurb, I think, will do the best job of summarising this. So it says, Assembly is a story about the stories we live within, those of race and class, safety and freedom, winners and losers, and it is about one woman daring to take control of her own story, even at the cost of her life. Bernadine Evaristo on the front has been quoted saying, a stunning new writer. So again, hoping for good things from this one too. Then I picked up How to Kill Your Family by Bella Mackie. Now, I have seen this one all over the place and I really like this edition. This is the Waterstones edition with pink spray pages and the black and gold front as opposed to the pink front. And I quite like this edition, so I thought I'd pick this one up. But I've seen this one so many different places and just kind of looked at it but not wanted to buy it enough. The front quote for this one says, funny, sharp, dark and twisted, and that's from Jojo Moyes. And I think the fact that it kind of combines the dark with the funny as well made me want to pick this up, because actually I don't have anything like this, I don't think, on my shelves, and I always like to have a mix so that depending on what I fancy I can go for that specific type of book. So I thought I would pick this one up as well. I think this follows a main character who has been imprisoned for something she didn't do, but there are a lot of things she has done that are pretty bad, including kill like 6 members of her family or something like that. Yeah, by the tender age of 28 she has killed 6 members of her family. Or is she trying to kill them? I don't know if she has killed them or she's trying to kill them. They say you can't choose your family, but you can kill them. So this sounds really interesting. I'm intrigued. It sounds a bit different, so I'm here for it. And finally, I have seen this one everywhere, and every time I have picked it up, forgotten I've picked it up before, and then put it back down again after I've had a little look at the blurb. This time, I didn't feel like that. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give this a go. So this is Cloud Cuckoo Land by Anthony Doerr. This is very different to the type of books that I would normally pick up, but yet not different to the type of books I would enjoy, which makes no sense as a statement. I understand that. I don't even know how to explain to you what this is about, but it's a book for librarians apparently, or like for like library lovers. Or, hang on, there was like a dedication at the front: for the librarians then, now, and in years to come. So I think this is set around multiple timelines and merging together different stories of dreamers and outsiders, and it's all centric around libraries. The last paragraph of the blurb for this one says, Doa has created a tapestry of times and places that reflects our own vast interconnectedness with other species, with each other, with those who lived before us and those who will be here after we're gone. Dedicated to the librarians then, now, and in the years to come, Cloud Cuckoo Land is a beautiful and redemptive novel about stewardship of the book of the earth of the human heart. It definitely sounds interesting. It sounds weird, which I am here for, so these are the 4 books that I bought. I also bought Ava a book. She's been reading Smile. I can't remember who the author is, but I bought her that for Christmas and she really liked it and she finished it last night, so I bought her the second one today. But I also got some Lush things. This lighting is so bad. I'm just becoming overexposed and shiny, but hey ho. So I bought some Sleepy Cream in Lush, which smells absolutely divine. Oh, this is meant to apparently improve sleep quality. And then I got some bath bombs. So I don't know what their names are, but I got this one. Here we go. Smells absolutely divine. Then we have this one, which I think the tagline for it was bringing the forest inside. It smells absolutely stunning. Then we have this one, which I think the name is something to do with avocados, but I can't remember what, but it smells so good. So that's my little haul. I haven't really read much more of The Hunting Party. I read a little bit on the car on the ride there, up to page 43. I don't really have many opinions yet, other than what I mentioned earlier. So we'll continue reading that. I'm gonna go have some dinner now and just sit and watch TV for a little bit and chill. I am absolutely knackered today. I don't know why. I didn't wake up early or anything, but here we are. So that was my haul. Lush stuff and books. I'm gonna go and eat some food. Hello, it is Thursday. We have 2 days left of 2021 and I have some things I would like to achieve by the end of the year. They're not like massive goals, but they're things that I wanna know has been done. So I wanna finish the 2 books that I'm currently reading. So one of them is The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. I spoke about this very briefly on whatever day I last updated you. Tuesday was that. Now I am 110 pages into this and I am not enjoying it. It is so boring. Nothing has really happened. We have established the characters, but at the same time, I don't think I know who the characters are. Like, I don't think I could tell you the names of all of the characters and like what their defining characteristics are, despite the fact that we do actually get some chapters from different characters' perspectives. But I am just finding this really dull. I read The Guest List first, which is Lucy Foley's second novel, and this one I think you can definitely see where she's evolved when writing The Guest List, because this is just not getting to the point. And for a thriller, I would expect it to be a lot more fast-paced, and it is losing me very quickly. So I've actually switched to the audiobook for this. I do intend to try and finish it. If by page 200 it's still not kicked off, I will DNF it. I have been told the second half is much better than the first half, but it's just really boring, which is such a shame because I absolutely love The Guest List. I think they follow very similar narrative paths in terms of an isolated setting, X amount of people involved that all have like specific kind of stereotypes or like the kind of trope characters you see in thrillery horror situations attached to them. So we've got that kind of similar isolated setting with a dead body and who is it, we don't know, and that kind of build up, which I enjoyed in The Guest List, and I don't know whether I feel like it's just been done now with reading this one, despite the fact this is obviously her first novel. Maybe I should have started with this one, but it's just not wowing me. I'm just finding it dull, unfortunately. So audiobook for this one, which I will listen to when I drive back home, which is tomorrow. And one of the other things I want to have done by the end of the year is taking my Christmas tree down, so I'm going to listen to the audiobook of this whilst I do that. Very festive, I know. I like to have my tree down for the new year. I know a lot of people keep theirs up longer. As much as I absolutely love it and it looks so pretty, I am the kind of person that once Christmas is done, I kind of then want to move on to setting my goals for the new year and just kind of resetting myself a little bit, and that does involve taking down my tree, which will hurt to do because I absolutely love the way it looks. It's so pretty with all the lights and everything. But yeah, I want to know that that's done by the new year, so I have to do that tomorrow when I go home, as well as unpacking and sorting places for my new books and just sorting everything else out. That's on the list. So that's something else I want to do before the year is over. Because I'm finding The Hunting Party boring and have switched to the audiobook, I've picked up another physical book to read. So I picked up Starve Acre by Andrew Michael Hurley. This is one my mum bought me for Christmas, and I had seen it, I think I'd maybe seen it about in a couple of bookshops, but I hadn't really heard anything about it. From what I understood going into it, it was a horror folk, and my mum said that she thought I might not want to read it alone because she thought it would get quite creepy. So I'll be honest and say that at the point I am now, which, why can't I open the page? There we go, I'm there at the moment, so over halfway, page 176. I'm not finding it particularly scary, but there is that kind of element of gothic about it, and there is, you can see there's the folk stories coming into it with the horror aspect being brought in there, and there is a character that's introduced that is definitely got the creepiness about them. So once I think I untap more of what that story is, I think maybe that's when it'll become a bit more creepy. So I have under 100 pages left of this, which means I think I'll be finishing it today, and I am enjoying it. It's definitely strange. It follows a couple who are experiencing grief after the loss of their 5-year-old son, so there is trigger warnings for child death in this, although we haven't really got much information about that death. It's more the grief and the after of that death, as well as like flashbacks to before then as well. So we are seeing how this couple deals with grief and how they each, the mum and the dad, each deal with that in their own different ways. The mum is kind of seeking help in a more spiritual way and thinks she can still see the son, whereas the dad is trying to find the roots of this old tree that used to be near their house and is kind of putting all of his efforts into this project almost. So it's interesting to compare the two. This is very atmospheric, it's very beautiful. There is a lot of description of setting and seasons, and it just feels like you can see it very clearly. It's very much village life, lovely houses and lovely environments, as well as having that kind of gothic moorland vibe about them, which I'm really enjoying reading about. This is definitely something I wouldn't have necessarily picked up myself, which is why I really like my mum picking books for me when she gets Christmas presents or birthday presents, because she just picks such interesting books that I just, for whatever reason, just wouldn't have picked up, and I don't know why I wouldn't have, but this is definitely really interesting. Also, it has a quote around the outside of the pages, which I absolutely love as a design feature. Generally, it's just very striking with the red on the white cover. It's really interesting. I'm enjoying it very, very much. So this is my current read, Starve Acre, and as I said, I will hopefully be finished with this one by tonight. So the main goals, as I've said so far, is finish the books I'm currently reading, take down my Christmas tree. I also need to unpack when I get home tomorrow as well. I think I've got a couple of bits of post as well waiting for me, so I don't really know what that's going to be, but I've got one of those Ring doorbells so I can see every time they come to my door with post. And generally just prep for the new year. I want to redo my bedding, take off my Christmas bedding, put my non-Christmas bedding back on, and just feel like I'm reset and ready for the new year. I know it's just like another day and it's just, you know, it's just another year. We've seen quite a few of them, but I do like to piggyback on the motivation and the excitement that the new year brings with it and set myself goals. So I will be sitting down and thinking about what kind of goals I want to set for myself. I know one I definitely want to do is once a month, at least once a month, I want to do something that scares or pushes me in some way, because I think within this pandemic I've very much been sitting still, and whilst I've done things like buy my own flat during the pandemic and have some really cool experiences, I think most of the time I very much just feel like I'm existing rather than really living. So I want to push myself to do some really cool experiences, or some things that I've maybe always put off. So they could be big, they could be small, I don't know what they're going to be, but I just wanted to give myself some kind of drive, because I'm the kind of person that once I say I'm going to do something, I will do it. So if I say I'm going to do that as a resolution or a challenge, I will give it my best shot. As for today though, I don't have any plans. I think we're going to go on a walk later. I bought myself some walking boots in the Christmas sale because I want to do more. That's one of the things I want to do more of as well, is just get out and explore new areas rather than just walking around the same areas. I have some really lovely areas around where I live, but I do just tend to explore the same kind of area all the time. In the summer there's a lovely castle ruin that I go up to, and a lot by the canal, and I think I've kind of lost my walking recently because of laziness, so I want to get more into that, and I've got some walking boots, so maybe we will go on a walk today. But I mainly just want to sit and read for a little bit. I've packed, so I'm ready to go tomorrow. I don't have any excuses. I need to go because I bet you I'll just kind of say I'll just stay, but I'm packed and ready to go, so I'm just going to sit and read for a bit. Might edit this video up until this point as well. But I hope you're enjoying the vlog so far. I know it's not been b-rolly, but it's just kind of me chatting when I can, because I just want to kind of give myself a bit of a chill week, so hopefully you're enjoying it. It's Friday, I am back home, and I am about to take down my tree. I don't want to take down my tree, but at the same time I do, because I need a fresh start for the new year, and it makes me feel good to do it, and I know that I won't want to do it tomorrow, but here's a little appreciation for my tree before it gets taken down. I accidentally have a red and white colour scheme. I just love it. I want to keep it up all year, but okay. It's going down. Thank you, tree. I appreciate having you up for the Christmas period, and I will see you next year. Goodbye, tree. Hello, I am back at my flat and my tree is gone. It's gone. I took it down. I've got everything I wanted to get done at the flat done today in prep for the new year, so everything's clean and tidy. The tree is all put away and is all back in my car ready to go to my family's garage because I do not have storage space here, and it feels good. I'm sad to take it down, but the fresh start feels very good. I also managed to finish the 2 books I was currently reading, Starve Acre and The Hunting Game, which is great because I really wanted to have done both of those before the year ended. It's not called The Hunting Game, it's called The Hunting Party. That shows how much I enjoyed it. So I just finished The Hunting Party, not The Hunting Game, by Lucy Foley. I haven't even run this through Corpal yet. I need to do that. I think it's going to be like a 3-star maybe. I basically binge read most of this today as an audiobook whilst I was doing all the things around the flat. It did get better as people said it would, but honestly it just fell a bit flat for me. It just felt disappointing and didn't really have much of a compelling storyline, and I thought it was all quite kind of clear the direction it was going to go in throughout, which meant that I was never really surprised. So yeah, it disappointed me. The guest list is much better. I also finished Starve Acre, which is in a bag somewhere, so I'm not going to be able to hold it up at the moment because I haven't unpacked my books yet, because I need to log them all on my TBR on Storygraph and Goodreads. But that was really good. I gave that 4 out of 5 stars. It deals with grief. It also brings in supernatural elements and merges the two together to create a really dark and ominous storyline that we see being shown through how this couple's grief at losing their son develops and changes throughout the book, and how that changes towards the end of the book where some things happen as well. Obviously things happen throughout the whole book, but it was split into 2 parts. Part 1 is very much flashbacks and just building those characters and showing us the setting and why we're here, whereas part 2 is where the supernatural kind of started coming to it and the dark, ominous tone really started to set in. So I really enjoyed it. It was definitely something a bit different for me to read, but it was good. 4 out of 5 stars. So that means I'm starting afresh tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to read. I haven't filmed Fictionary yet. I need to do that. I think I'm going to limit Fictionary to just like a few less books this month coming, because I have a lot of Christmassy books, well not Christmassy books, but like books I got for Christmas that I really want to read, so I don't want to feel like I'm not reading those if they don't fit certain Fictionary prompts. But I also did get some book posts that I wanted to show you. I had to go and get it, but book mail came in the mail. Hey, this is the picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, and this was sent through to me as a little Christmas present. So this was sent from Lily. Beth, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Wish you a great year doing what you love. From Lily, paperback reader. Thank you so much, Lily. I added this to my TBR recently, or my wish list recently, because I want to read more classics, and this is one that I've seen referenced in a lot of different places. I've watched the film many years ago, can't really remember it. I want to know what it's all about, so I am really excited to read this. Thank you so much, Lily. It is New Year's Eve tonight. I am going to be seeing a couple of friends. I'm going to be as absolutely safe as possible. I have been double vaxxed, I have been boosted, I will be wearing a mask. We're doing all of the things I possibly can, but it would be nice to do something for New Year's, because last year obviously no one was able to, and the year before I just didn't do anything, so it will be nice to this year. So that's all my plans. I will catch up with you tomorrow. I'm gonna say it. Are you ready? I'll see you next year. So sorry. Happy 2022, Happy New Year, woo woo woo! 2021 was a year. It wasn't entirely a terrible year, but it wasn't a great year. I feel like I did achieve a lot of different things in 2021, so I am proud of myself for doing that, and for kind of the way I suppose I've grown and developed within the year, and I hope that's something I continue to do in 2022. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and thank you all for your support over the last year. Hopefully you will continue to enjoy my content into 2022, and I hope you had a fantastic start to the year. I had a really good night with my friends. I felt really good, and I'm now gonna sit and chill for a little bit, take my makeup off, get ready for bed, and then just kind of go to sleep and have a really nice chill day tomorrow, where I need to film Fictionary. So it's not gonna be entirely chill. I need to film that because I don't know what I'm gonna read next, so that's the thing. But yeah, hi. I look like a bean with my hair all scraped back, but it was very windy out, so I put it up. Anyway, hey, hope you had a good start to the year. Hi, hope you're enjoying the vlog. It's nearly finished because there's only one day left of it, but Happy New Year, yay! Hello friends, it is officially now the daytime of whatever day it is, Saturday the 1st, it is 2022. I started Little last night, which is very interesting. I can't really say what it's about yet because I am literally like 1 chapter into it, but there are little illustrations dotted all the way through, like you can see on the cover, and I just love it. I think this is going to be following our main character from childhood to adulthood and the experiences that they have. It's already very quirky and intriguing, and I love the writing style, so very excited to continue with this. But right now I'm taking myself on a date, because, you know, that's a good way to start the new year. I'm taking myself on a solo date. I'm gonna go into town, I'm gonna grab some lunch. It is raining, so it's gonna be a bit of a wet date, but hey ho. Gonna grab some lunch, and then I'm gonna go see Spider-Man No Way Home, which I'm so excited for. I've already seen it once, been wanting to see it again, but I didn't want to see it before Christmas because I was just so worried about not being able to get home for Christmas and risking going into a busy cinema. But now the cinema is a lot less busy. Booked myself a ticket, sat on my own, gonna grab some popcorn, gonna grab some minstrels because I love sprinkling on top of the popcorn. That is just the best. But I'm really excited, so I'm gonna go on a little self date. It's gonna be great. So hi, what a great start to the new year. Hello, it is Sunday, Beth. This is what I look like on a Sunday. Ooh. Anyway, hi. I'm just coming in and interrupting past Beth quick because I realised two things about two of the books I've spoken about in this vlog, and I just wanted to quickly add this in. So The Hunting Party, I don't know why I thought this was Lucy Foley's debut. I think this is her debut into thriller, because actually, having looked into her writing a bit more, she has written, I think, contemporaries. So if I've said this is her debut, it's not. It's just, I think, her first thrillery book. And Little, that I'm reading, didn't realise until I was having a little bit more of a look into it last night, it's actually based on the woman who created Madame Tussauds, which is really cool. Didn't know that, so there's a little fun fact. Anyway, I'll let previous Beth take it over. Hello, this is the face of somebody that's seen Spider-Man No Way Home for the second time today and cried into my mask. Oh, just so many emotions for that film. It was so good. I really enjoyed my self day. I went to town and I didn't really click that the shops would all be shut today. I don't know why that didn't click. Did need to do a couple of bits, but I can do that tomorrow, so that's fine. So I just ended up sitting outside of a little independent cafe cake shop thing that does paninis, and I just had a tuna melt toasty and I read some of Little, which is my current read. I'm really enjoying this. There is some very obscure descriptions of people particularly, and I'm really liking the way the main character's perspective is shown of these people and the way that the things she notices about them are kind of different things to what you'd normally see written about. So I'm really liking that, but also, hang on, I'm trying to do this one-handed, there are illustrations in this. So this one is potentially a little creepy if you really look at it, but I love the fact that there are illustrations scattered throughout this book. I think it's really interesting. It just makes it very original. I was actually reading it when the woman brought over my toastie to me, and she asked me about it because she said she was going to go study literature next year, and she was just chatting to me about my book, which was really nice. So I just chatted with her for a while too, so that made me feel good. And then watching the film was brilliant. I just really enjoyed being able to take myself on a date and do that. I don't think I've ever been to the cinema alone before, and I don't really know why. I mean, the why is probably because I've always had people to go to the cinema with, but just thought I'm gonna do it, and it felt really good. It felt good. I sat kind of in the back in the corner and didn't have anyone near me, so that was good. I felt like I could spread my stuff out and not really worry about people being too close, so that made me feel good, because my worry at the cinema at the moment is someone comes to sit next to me and COVID things, just obviously one thing leads to another with my OCD anxiety brain, so it was nice not to have to worry about that. Generally, I just feel really, really good, and I've just sat here and done a little bit of clothes shopping because Monkey has a 20% off sale and I love their clothes, so I've just ordered a couple of bits from there, and now I'm gonna go have a shower and do a face mask and just sit and watch a bit of TV for the rest of the night, I think. I actually just want to show you one last thing that I got through in the post, and that is this reading journal. This is from Ink Outside the Box, and hang on, I'm just going to open it and show you what the page layout is like. I basically wanted to get something, I had a look quite a few different ones online. I wanted to get something that would kind of incite me to think more about what I'm reading. Not every single book, I'm not going to use this for every single book, but I'm going to use this for the ones that I feel like could have a wider discussion around them, and just somewhere for me to be able to jot down more of those thoughts and feelings than just in a notebook. So this seemed like the perfect option. So at the top here we have got like your basic information, title, author, date started, date finished, genres, moods, pages, and your rating, and then you've got an option for key themes, best or worst moments, what was the book, oh god, words, was this book what I expected, a review, and things to research further. And I just really enjoy the way it all works and the way it's laid out. There's also like various different pages at the front and back to log your goals and habit tracking for reading and stuff, but it looks good. I wanted something like that that would prompt me rather than just writing in a notebook that I kind of created a layout for myself. So I will be intrigued to see how that goes. It's not massively big, so I don't know how many I'm going to be able to fit in there. That's why I'm not going to be doing every single book I read, but it should be good. So I'm going to go now. This hopefully has been a good vlog. There's been zero b-roll, but it's been the vlog of many, many reading updates. It's been such a good week. I feel very, very happy at the moment, and I feel like I'm entering the year on a high, so that's a really nice feeling. Thank you all for watching my content for the last year, and thank you for entering into the new year with me. Hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you have, do please give it a thumbs up, comment down below what book you started reading in the new year, subscribe to see more of my face on your feed. I do also have my Patreon link down below, where I'm going to be doing lots of exciting things this year, lots of live shows which I absolutely love, lots of other things too. It's really exciting. Thank you so much for watching, keep smiling and stay positive.